just arrived at IFE 2025 and I didn't register before I got here. I don't ever really do that, to be honest. And I'm now regretting it because new for this year, anyone that hasn't registered on the last day has to go through a vetting process. So I've had to walk like the full length to hopefully now be screened and get through. So hopefully I'll be in soon. I finally made it in. So I'm just walking around the international area at the moment. I always find at IFE there's a huge international presence and you have to work a little bit harder to find the UK businesses, but I'm actually quite interested to see some of the international exhibitors today. I'm going to be watching there's a plant-based talk at 1:30 which I'm going to go to, and I'll try and record a little bit of that too.
It has been good. We've had everyone,
Yeah, I wonder if I scan your barcode. It sounds like a body scan.
Thank you. So this is a really delicious Taiwanese noodle and sauce brand. It's based in Fulham. I've actually got one of the vegan 𝐂𝐿𝐴 packs to take home to try. The Twinny sauce is delicious and the black vinegar based dressing is also really good, so definitely one to look out. This is vanilla Bazaar. This is actually a supplier that I used to use when I was at Foodology. They have the most beautiful Madagascan vanilla, sustainably sourced, and it's really incredible quality. They have loads of information about their vanilla on their website, and 𝐂𝐭 is incredibly knowledgeable as well, so I'm actually really pleased to be here. Just tried this delicious salmon by Smokin' Brothers. This is a whiskey and soy marinated smoked salmon. It's got a really lovely texture to it and a lovely soft smoke as well, really delicious. Really quite different actually. I'm not sure if we can actually see this, but there's an embossed scale texture onto the packaging, which is so cool. So it actually feels quite textured and scale-like, which is really clever. So this is really interesting. They've got this certification clinic where you can drop in and speak to them about these different certifications, which I think is actually really clever because I speak to lots of clients who don't necessarily know what certifications they need. This is actually really good opportunity to come and chat to people and see what might be suitable for your business. So they've got these 3 Japanese citrus fruits juices. I've used before, it is really punchy. The 𝐂𝐿𝐴𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐭 juice, and then this new 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡 orange juice. You can see how bright, vivid orange is, and it's incredibly intense. So if you're looking for something that is going to give you a bit of a punch in terms of orangey, this is perfect. So we're now in the future food stage, and we're going to just watch the plant-based potential. And I'm here with Julia from Spain. So Julia is a product development consultant like me, and with Jo Lynn from Space Creative, which is an amazing design agency. So we've just met up, and we're going to watch this presentation on plant-based and the future of veganism.
Hi everyone, welcome to our very exciting talk today, plant-based potential, the future of veganism. I'm going to let these very experienced and knowledgeable ladies introduce themselves.
I'm Indy Paul, I'm from Sandwiches, and right now we're bringing the industry together to increase adoption of plant-based food and drive that food growth. So I'm sure we'll touch on some of that as we go through.
Good afternoon everyone, lovely to be here. I'm Karen, I am the Sales and Marketing Manager of the Vegan Society. The Vegan Society is the oldest vegan charity in the world. We even coined the term vegan, cut the middle out of vegetarian and came up with vegan. I'm Jane Latt, I'm one of the co-founders of Veganuary, which is a Try Vegan in January campaign.
talking to Tom of Purpose Driven Foods, and we first came to Foodie because Julia here said how good it was yesterday. I've tried the ravioli, which is absolutely amazing, and just tried the bread as well, which is also fantastic, all low carb. And then Tom just started telling me about what he's doing. I just said, stop, I need to start videoing it so you can tell me
Backtrack.
more. So tell us about Purpose Driven Foods and what you're doing.
I'm a chef by trade, and I've always thought I knew about food, ate very healthily, did yoga, used to run, super fit. Then got into my mid-30s, started to gain a little bit of weight, but not much. And then in my 40s, early 40s, like literally in a year, I had a difficult year at work, eating Deliveroo 3 times a day, living in central London, and I ballooned. And I got up to 20 stone, and I was eating healthily. And the final nail in the coffin for me was getting diagnosed as diabetic. And my whole world imploded. Being a chef, losing, the fear of losing foods that I love was a bit too much. My best mate, he advised me to try keto to reverse my diabetes. So I went on the ketogenic diet. To cut a long story short, it took me 3 months to reverse my diabetes. I'd been on steroids since I was 12 for my psoriasis. And all my symptoms disappeared, like in the first 6 months. By month 18, I'd lost 45 kilos and I was like a new man. And during that time, I found that lots of the keto foods and low-carb foods felt very functional. Crackers tasted like cardboard. Granolas were over-sweetened and tasted quite artificial. And so I found it really hard to stay on it because food is life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
And so I started hacking everyday recipes. And so the first recipe that I hacked was actually bread. And ironically, that's only launching now, so it's taken 3 years to do it. I made my first ever low-carb bread here.
Oh,
So
wow.
back in 21.
Yeah.
Which doesn't look that dissimilar to
No,
where we
it
are.
doesn't.
And when I started hacking recipes and realising that they can be just as delicious, but you just need to think about it a bit differently, my whole world changed. And all of a sudden, being keto was easy. Like, it was easy peasy.
Yeah.
And so I made jams, I started making granolas, but in clusters, because making granola clusters was very tricky. But getting the right balance of sweetness and nutrition is really tough.
The pasta, the ravioli, I didn't realise it wasn't, I said to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
What is making it low carb?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell. It's just it's really
So
good ravioli.
the whole thing that we want is when you eat it, you don't first go, is this gluten-free? Is this vegan? Is this no sugar? We want you to think, wow, this is delicious. What is it?
Yeah. And
Like have you tasted
really
our
nice.
jams on their own?
No.
Come
no.
around the back. So if you come over here, so jams are really difficult because 60% of the traditional jam is sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a healthy jam is 50%, a really healthy jam is 30 to 40%.
Yes.
We don't have any sugar in ours. And so if you remove sugar to try and make it then jam is really tough.
Yeah.
So this has taken a long time to
It's
get
like
right
an
as well.
oxymoron.
It is. And so so to get this sort of consistency is really difficult. So this is jam-like consistency.
Yeah.
85 and 95% fruit. If we start here, so you can taste them on their own.
Thank you.
Do you want to have a go as well?
Oh wow.
We say it's the most raspberry jam
That
you'll
is
ever
so-
taste. Raspberry.
Yeah. Raspberry.
Raspberry brie. And then
Really?
we'll keep the
No.
we'll keep the same spoon. So this is how you do a tasting. You keep the same spoon, but then I pour it
Yeah,
on top.
yeah.
Actually,
This
you're
is
an MPD, so you'll know that. This is strawberry. The most strawberry jam you'll ever taste.
Good.
And now blackberry.
I'm not keen on blackberries. But
Oh, this tastes like a September's afternoon. And then this is blackcurrant.
this looks incredible. The colour of this is insane.
The texture for me is like wow.
The market. That's the best one.
That's why I saved it till last.
That is.
And so we're all about challenging the status quo of what people perceive as no added sugar.
And the
Because
thing
it's-
is, you don't need a lot of that
No,
because it's so punchy and flavoursome.
it's so Moorish. And so what we're trying to do is challenge the status quo and what we perceive as low carb. Low carb can still be just as foodie, just as delicious, but we can help you manage your blood sugar on your journey. Whether that's just that you want to cut back on sugar, whether you're keto, whether you're doing it for whatever your metabolic reason or dietary reason. We want to offer damn delicious foods without
It is, but
compromise.
it's almost like getting back to it's the basics of
Yeah.
what it is. That's the most delicious bit of blackcurrant I've had in a long time. It's so full
Thank
of
you.
flavour.
Oh.
Really nice.
And so Good Fats is inspired by the specialty coffee world. So we geek out about the details. So we talk about the use for the tasting notes and the process. So if I get 2 avocado oils, here we talk about the tasting notes as light, balanced and neutral. This one is nutty, fruity and rich. It's for drizzling and dressing salads, very simple.
Cool. So it's like educates you as well.
Yeah, and then on the back we go into a bit more geeky details. So we talk about the origin, the variety, the heat and the smoke points.
Very cool.
And then because I'm a chef and we're all about making facts available and we want to bring out the inner chef in people, we also then have different formats. So the 𝐂𝐿𝐭𝐡 sprays, all of those,
okay,
they've got water,
Yeah,
50%
they're all
water and emulsified. So that's 100% oil, just the good stuff. And then we got our jars with the solid fats, like your ghee, and our ghee. Let me get to you. Smell. So our ghee smells like butterscotch.
Oh wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
There's some really amazing stuff going on here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There we go.
Thank you.